bringing you the latest from Utah State University's Uinta Basin Regional Campus. This is Aggie Update. Now, here's your host, Bob Peterson.
Thanks for joining us today on Aggie Update. On this week's program, I'm joined by Academic Coordinator Fernando Mesa. Fernando, it's so nice to have you on the set.
Thank you. It's good to be here.
You know, periodically we'll get to be joined by students that are attending USU here in the Uinta Basin, but every now and then we bring in very important staff members, faculty members from our own USU right here in the Uinta Basin. Fernando's brand new employee, academic coordinator with USU in the Uinta Basin, and we first want to just get to know you a little bit, Fernando, and how you arrived in the Uinta Basin. But let's start back in, I guess, Texas, where you're from,
Texas, yes.
And some of the jobs you've had there and what ultimately led you to Utah.
Excellent. Thank you. Thank you very much. I'm honored to be here with you today. It's a pleasure, and I'm honored to be serving at Utah State University in the capacity that I'm in. As you have mentioned, I do come from South Texas, where I have served in education for the past 13 years. It has been such a great opportunity for me to work in South Texas, as not only is Texas home, but I had the privilege of working in Texas as an educator, teaching in the elementary schools for 6 years, after which I went to serving as an administrator at the elementary level, and then was promoted to a high school principal, where I served as a high school principal for a number of years. And then my wife and I were afforded an opportunity to move to the Austin area, and I was privileged to work in the Round Rock School District. And then I was offered an opportunity to serve doing the work of an assistant superintendent in curriculum and instruction in San Antonio, which has been my most recent appointment. We have been familiar with the Uinta Basin for some time, particularly with Vernal.
Well, I'm curious as to how, with being down in Texas.
You know, it was truly amazing. It was fun because I was offered an opportunity to come to do some work with the local congregation here. Okay. And I was offered an opportunity to come and serve as a full-time preacher for them, which is what brings us to Utah.
So you've been here how long in that capacity?
Have been serving here for about 8 months, and it has truly been a joy. It's been a joy.
Well, we joked with Fernando a few minutes ago about the unseasonable-like weather we've had here this winter. What a welcome to you. Yes, our winters are like this every year.
You know, that's kind of what I've shared with everyone, is I have loved the winter here so far. It has been great. Everyone, however, is telling me a little bit different. They said, "Don't get used to that. That's not a winter yet." So,
well, it's amazing to me the diversity that we have here at the USU in the Uinta Basin. Texas, some of our faculty are from Arizona, from Connecticut, and we've reached some far places in the country. We've recruited people in from far across the country, and you're an exception. You know, no exception. You come from Texas. You've had a lot of years in education. I'm curious, from the elementary ranks to the high school, that I would just think that maybe those elementary years were some very precious, favored years of yours.
Absolutely. You know, there was a time when I could not see myself doing anything outside of elementary education. It has always been a passion, working with those young minds and grabbing them and just getting them to love learning while they're still young has just always been a desire. And when I was given an opportunity to serve at the high school, I was scared out of my mind. I thought, how in the world am I going to work with high school kids? And it truly was a blessing. I enjoyed working with them. They truly just wanted someone that would care and that would show them that I'm here for you and I believe in you. And my years serving as a high school principal have been really, really amazing.
When you spoke to me also about the fact that you've worked with some at-risk populations and you've seen some wonderful success derived at what your district's policies have been and what you've helped implement to see success in these students, no matter what background they come from.
Correct. And that has been, the at-risk population has been one of my favorite populations to serve. Personally, I came from poverty, and I recognized that through school I too had been labeled, unbeknownst to myself, as an at-risk student because I came from a single-parent home. And So it was, it's been a passion and a drive for me to work with the at-risk populations to try to afford them opportunities for success.
So here you are, you're claiming to be an at-risk student, and yet you're starting on your dissertation, or you've gotten to that point where you're all but your dissertation in your doctorate level?
Correct.
Quite a success story in yourself.
Yes, thank you. And I give that credit to, number one, I give that credit to God, and number two, I give that credit to my mom. Her desire and her hard work and efforts have truly helped me to succeed. And it's just, it's great as I look back at my life and the opportunities that I've been given in education to really see just how far an individual can go with the drive and the passion to succeed.
Well, we welcome you and your wife, Bea.
Bea, correct.
Did I pronounce that right?
Yes.
We welcome that. And she's actually working on her degree as well.
Correct.
Here at USU. When we come back, we're going to visit more with Fernando about what he's hired to do with USU Uinta Basin. We'll be back after these messages.
At Utah State University, we understand your priorities because we live in the same communities. We realize you don't want to give up what you love to get what you need. That's why we offer over 40 quality degree programs in communities throughout Utah.
Welcome back to Aggie Update. We're joined again with Academic Coordinator Fernando Mesa. Fernando, again, good to have you here. Your position as Academic Coordinator has an interesting start, development. A few months ago, Dr. Edwards and I decided to go visit all the area schools, which there are how many?
Over 30.
Over 30.
Over 30.
And we spent some wonderful time with faculty members throughout these schools, and it was just a wonderful experience. But our desire was to go out and recruit our educators here locally with the idea of them coming back to school and some graduate work, whether it be a master's degree, an endorsement, certification. And from those visits, we secured some 280-something names. And because of that response, we thought, we need somebody, we need a Fernando Mesa to be that coordinator, to put his arms around these educators and help them through that process. And so here you are, and you've been here a couple of months
right.
and doing some great work with these teachers. Give us a little snapshot of where we're at in that recruitment process for the upcoming fall start date.
Yes, I have been able to jump right on board, and in the short time that I've been with USU, working with the list of about 287 students right now who have demonstrated an interest in furthering their education through Utah State University, we have gotten an excellent response. To date, there are currently 45 students that are on our list. And from those 45 students that we have made personal contact with, we've had about 36 of those students who have actually applied for our scholarship opportunities and then have also applied for entrance into our graduate programs. So we're seeing an astounding response.
Well, and I think the success is laid primarily because of the outstanding job Fernando's doing and that approachability that you have. Just getting to know him as you are today, you can see how approachable he is. And for you local teachers who are still contemplating that, who have been contacted by Fernando, please look him up, give us a call, and we'll get you in touch with him. And this is done in conjunction, Fernando, with the support of our superintendents. And you've met with them, you've met with the principals, so this is a win-win-win for everybody, and especially these teachers, because we have wonderful scholarship opportunities for them.
Yes. There are some tremendous scholarship opportunities, and currently I would want to just remind everyone our scholarship deadlines have been extended.
Thanks.
So if there is someone who is interested in coming on and has kind of put off applying because they're not sure about their financial stability at the point, I would say come in and apply for those scholarship opportunities. The deadline is May the 1st. Is our scholarship deadline now. So we would just encourage anybody to come on out and apply for those scholarships. That's the place to start. Apply for the scholarships, follow that up by applying to the graduate program itself.
So local teachers, you now have an academic coordinator to work with you through your graduate programs, the endorsements that you've always wanted to. And it's been a little weakness of ours in the past where we haven't had that go-to person Fernando's that person. So please give him a call. Get on our website and you can find more information about it, especially about the scholarships.
Absolutely.
Out of time, but it was great to have you here and have you introduced to our listening audience.
Thank you very much. I'm Fernando Mesa, Academic Coordinator, and I'm proud to be an Aggie.